All right, so a few questions today about my book, Health Layman Studies. I'm going to include the link below. It's going to be free download for anybody who's interested. So without further ado, let's go. Question number one: should you not eat heavy meals in the morning? If so, is it bad? Honestly, this is not a question I can just apply a general answer to, a one size fits all. What I would say is take into account your lifestyle and what your energy demands are. And that should sum up the answer. But I'll give you my take on it. Let's say somebody's a newscaster or a construction worker. Their energy demands might be higher than other people. So for most people, they're used to eating heavier meals in the morning. That way they have more energy for later on, for longer periods, longer durations of time. So that's the concept, that's the idea. Let me eat something heavy now so it could hold me out through this amount of time. Now, what is a fact is lighter meals are absorbed a lot quicker in the morning, such as liquids, teas, juices, smoothies, fruits. Those provide ample amounts of energy and very fast. So that's a good thing about that. But to keep it short and simple, you might want to eat heavier meals. Two things that are heavy, that are going to be very beneficial: low glycemic, high amounts of protein, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and actually helps burn fat, are two grains by the name of teff and amaranth. Those are like porridge. So you can mix dried fruits in there. You can throw berries, some cinnamon, some coconut milk, vanilla coconut milk, hemp milk. You can dress it up however you want. Maple syrup if you want. So some people are a big fan of oatmeal in the morning. That's kind of like oatmeal, a little bit better. But most people are used to the breads, the toasts, the bacon, the bagels, starchy meals in the morning, heavy stuff. You gotta think, what is your purpose and what is your goal? If your purpose is to lose weight, all that, possibly, yeah, then it is very beneficial. If your purpose is to live long, then yeah, it's very beneficial to have lighter meals and stuff like that. Because heavier meals in the long run might be detrimental and harmful to your body depending on what those heavier meals are. So just take into account your lifestyle and what your goals are. And if it's bad, it can be bad. It can lead to bad things. So hopefully that answers your question or provides you with an answer somewhere within there. And the second question is going to be, should we take supplements or should we not take supplements? Are they bad? Not all supplements are bad. Some are very good, some are very beneficial, some are very helpful and are absorbed in your body a lot quicker than others. But for the most part, you have to take into consideration a couple things when talking about supplements. I talk about that in my book. So if you want to get that, you'll be able to know what I'm talking about before I even say it, or you'll be able to understand the conversation without having it. But supplements, depending on which ones they are, what the ingredients in them are, what form they're in. Some people, the two most popular ones are either a powder or a capsule, or you have the little liquid tinctures and stuff like that. The tinctures and the elixirs and stuff like that, those are a lot more readily absorbed than some of these. Sometimes their solution contains glycerin or distilled water. There's a whole little science to that, but those are perfect, those are fine. They're absorbed a lot quicker than powders or capsules. Now, powders and capsules, powders trumps capsules for me, simply because it infuses quickly in a liquid medium, and that's it. You can absorb it a lot quicker than the capsule, which might not be absorbed, might just go through your intestinal tract, depending on what that capsule is made from and coating and such like that. So hopefully that answers that question. Not all supplements are bad. You can take some. Another little aspect about that is isolated supplements. So like magnesium by itself, calcium by itself. Are those good? Are they bad? Some isolated nutrients are better than others. I'll just leave it at that, because I'll just leave it at that. Just get my book. You'll be able to know what I'm talking about. That's that. Question number 3. Do you have to use weights in order to remove glycogen? Now, glycogen is a stored sugar in your muscles that's used for energy. Yes and no. Yes, because the muscles are fully squeezed out, rid of all their glycogen when a high amount of force is applied to them, meaning weights and stuff like that. So when you use weights, you tap into those fibers that carry more sugar. So in essence, you can use or drain more sugar out when using weights. But on the contrary, no weights, just using your body, you can actually develop a rigorous form whereby you get winded, very tired, use a significant portion of your glycogen, and do a meaningful workout. So at the same time, you can drain a lot of sugar from your muscles with just doing body workouts, jumping jacks, jumping squats, push-ups, sit-ups, dips, all that stuff. But I would recommend weights simply because it's a lot quicker, easier, and you don't have to put in as much effort. And there is a whole science to weights and using certain machines that go in accordance with your muscle and joint function, meaning the movement, the natural movement of your limbs and stuff like that, wear and tear over time. But those are all things you'll be able to take into consideration once you fully grasp this knowledge, or at least a good portion of it. But would I say yes and no? That would be my answer. Yes and no. You would have to use weights to remove more glycogen than you would with your body. But no, because you can do a very rigorous workout just at home with your body without weights being incorporated. But just keep this in mind with jogging. You can do it with jogging, but jogging, this is the thing. You might be hurting yourself more than you're benefiting yourself, because on average, if you jog a mile, you burn roughly 100 calories. And do you know how many calories are in a pound of fat? A pound of fat consists of 3,500 calories, meaning 3,500. So if you want to burn a pound of fat jogging, you would roughly have to run 35 miles if you're burning 100 calories every mile. 35. Now, can you think as to why that would be a problem? You would wither, diminish, break down, waste away, use up all the stored nutrients your body has at that point. But hopefully I was able to answer those 3 questions. Keep submitting in your questions. I really appreciate them. I really appreciate the reviews too. I'll keep doing more videos. I'll keep getting more ideas and stuff like that. And I just want to help encourage people to take control of their own life, their own health, and see that health is not just about food. There's other factors that have to be taken into consideration. But for right now, I addressed a couple things strictly on nutrition, strictly on food. If anybody else has any other questions, please feel free to submit. I'll leave the link below to my ebook. And thank you again for watching another video. See you.